Hello, beautiful people. We want to see how to evaluate this. Suppose we have 4 taking on the value of x. What will this be? Now, what we have to do is just to substitute this x with 4. And then you get the partial value of each of these terms and then add them together. What you mean is that you get 5x raised to the power 4. You make it to be this way, 5 into 4, 3. And then you get the value for this. The same thing you do for this one, 2 into 4, 2. And then you get the value for this. You get the value for this one also. And then you sum them up. And then you get the value of f into 4. Now, that is the normal thing we do. But in this case, there is a method we call nested method. So we want to evaluate this by nested method. How do we do this? Instead of getting the partial value of this one and adding them up, what you have to do is make them in form of a nest. How do you do that? This is the first term. The first term must involve the one with the highest degree, which is x raised to the power 3. And then you must ensure that this is in descending order. What I mean is this. This is x raised to the power 3. This is x raised to the power 2. This is x raised to the power 1. Now, in a case in which this x raised to the power 2 is missing, then you have to introduce it. Write down the coefficient of the first term with the highest powers of x, which is 5. Write down the 5. Now put the x, which is the factor of 5x, one of the factor of 5x. Put it there. Then after that, go to the next coefficient. Put the next coefficient there, which is 2. Now, after you might have done that, put it into bracket. And now put x again, which is the next factor of this also. It's one of the factors. X is another factor, so you put it this way. Then, after you might have done this, the next thing for you to do is to put the next coefficient. This is the next coefficient here, which is minus 3. And then you put this into bracket. And then you put x again, because s, you get x here, x here, x here. And then put the next coefficient. So, very simple. So by doing this, what you have done is that you have nested this f of x. So it's the same thing as f of x. So this can be done mentally. Just put 4 here. So starting from the innermost bracket. This is the innermost bracket. So you can easily put your 4. 5 times 4, that's 20. 20 plus 2, that's 22. Then this is 4. Put 4 here. 22 multiplied by 4, that is 88. 88 minus 3, that is 85. So, then this is your x. Put this one also. Then you have 4. Then multiply this. You have 4 times 5, that's 20. Plus 2, 4 times 8, 32. 32 plus 2, that's 34. Then plus 6. 3, 4, 6. So this can be done mentally, and it's very simple. So instead of taking it one after the other and you sum them up, you can easily nested this f of x, and then you slot in your values, which is 4 here. So that is how to nest. Now let's do this. Look at this one. We have the f of x to be all this. We are now asked to find what will be this expression will give us. What will be the output of this expression if x take on the value of 2? So we don't want to be involved in putting 2 in each and then sum them up. That can introduce error. So what we want to do is we want to nest this expression and then thereafter find what will this be. Now the first thing we want to do here is to ensure that we have x raised to the power 4. Don't forget that we must have x raised to the power 4 in descending order. This is x raised to power 4. This is x raised to power 2. Where is x raised to power 3? So we have to introduce x raised to power 3. So we have 3. So we have x raised to power 3 that follows. So we put 0 there. Then this one. So let's now nest it. What is the coefficient of this with the highest powers of 4? And that is 3. Put your 3 down. Then x is one of the factor. Add it to the next coefficient. And then you bracket it. Then put x, which is one of the factor. And then add the next coefficient, which is 2. And then bracket it. And put your x. And then the next coefficient is minus 4. And then you bracket it again. And put your x, then plus 5. So with this, you can easily get what we this be f into 2. So put your 2 there, starting from the innermost here. This 3 times 2, that is 6. 6 plus 0, that's 6. Then 6 times 2, you're talking about this. Okay, let's start again. 3 times 2, that's 6. 6 plus 0, 6. 6 times 2, that's 12. 12 plus 2, that's 14. 14 times 2, that's 28. So 28 minus 4, that is 24. Then 24 multiplied by 2, that's 48. 48 plus 5, that's 53. So very simple. And this can be done mentally. So this is what we call nested method. Now, if you understand this, I would like you to try this and possibly put your answer in the comment box below.